Okay. I did not know that did that, but yeah. Alright then. Alright. Just got 5 more minutes. I know I did say I was gonna be streaming at 5 today. And I meant it. I've already had a crazy day today, so yeah. So I'm only gonna stream until 7 today. So I'm gonna be doing the Nile Gundam. That way I can actually build this suit. Granted, I originally wanted this suit for component use. For another build I did. That way at least... Hey, 13! Hey, Shine! Welcome in, dude! I'm about to do it right now, switch to my cam. How's the view? Because honestly, to me, it's always just going to be kind of messy. And here's one of the suits I built. And this is the Vienna suit. This is Vienna. Ah, that's nice to know. Well, I found a very beautiful custom build, but there's one problem though. What's the problem? Okay. What's the problem with the custom build you saw? And the mousing unit. What's the problem you had with that custom unit? Ugh. I see, so what's the issue? No, those are... No. 13 was saying that he found a very beautiful custom build, but there's one problem though. In order to talk with the builder, I need to pay to be verified with... That's stupid in my opinion. But then again, it's also them trying to make certain that no one's doing anything wrong. And then this suit is tricky. It's the only suit I could find that would work for the way it was to be done. And this one, great build, custom designs, custom etchings, custom a lot of those different things. And the lowest subscription with Twitter is like $4. Yeah, I understand that far too well. It is a very annoying feeling to do that. And I'm honestly thinking of eventually doing that, but at the same time, what's the point? I don't want to stream on on Twitter. But this is the suit that I'm going to be doing today. The parts from this, which I'm going to show you right here, these were the parts I needed. The ponytail, the flame wings, and the hair. And then these fire components would have made a better Sindam component, made for better Sindam components. But I didn't have it. Couldn't find it, so I had to make do with what I had. And I don't use stickers. I flat out refuse to use the stickers. They're just ugly to me. So I need to get black for the eyes. Oh, it's an Exia? Exia is one of those that you can customize any way you want and still make it look nice. Or make it look like crud. It all depends on the person doing it. I need this one for the eyes. Essentially, this build is going to be a straight build and me doing custom paint job. Because, honestly, an all-gray suit does not feel great to me. Fair enough, I can imagine how painful it would be, like, painting those small details. Oh, yeah! You want to know how... It's not actually the small details when it comes to some of the customization. Yeah, but Google image search Exabyssal Dark Matter. That is actually very interesting, Dark Matter. You want to see one that actually took me some time? Like 4 weeks just to build and do modifications and alter parts? What took me the longest was this, the hat. And this is Bounty. Oh, I already understand why you want to buy it. It would have to be a very beautiful unit for you to buy. So customization is one of those that you actually have to figure out how to do parts. Like, hold on, let me actually show you another one I'm actually working on in the off stream. Because I literally had to put this one on, I had to cut off a piece. That would be the problem. I had to cut that off just to get this to be able to be put on. I have not set that up. I don't think so. But you can put it on the Discord server. Because I'm having to literally there went the moderator. I will actually pin that. And yeah, you can join the Discord. Essentially, I'm doing this to attach it to this. Because I had to cut these big balls off so I can fit them into this. So that it will work. It is a very tedious thing, and I'm having to figure out how to attach them. So this one is not going to be on stream. This is me doing a modification and altering of a build. That would actually take me some time, and if I actually figure it out, I will be able to build this in such a way that it actually will be an awesome build. But essentially, this is going to be some fun. Yeah. Essentially, it's this. I'm having to modify and alter components just to make the arms go in. Because I could not use this for the chest plate. This is basic Barbatos. I could not use this basic thing for the chest plate. It wouldn't work. So I had to do a modification to the arm points. The balls were not that great. Alright, let's go check. I'm gonna check Discord. Alright. My god, that's beautiful. That's a beautiful suit. That is extreme detailed. Oh god, that is definitely a beautiful suit. Especially the back unit. That back unit is amazing. I'm not even at this level yet, but I'm getting close. But I see what he did. All the extra components and the modifications. My god, that's beautiful. Alright, let's get into this. Let's pop this. See what the build process is going to be. We check the schematics first. Okay. Okay, now this one's definitely an unusual build. I have never seen a body like this. So this is definitely going to be awesome. This is definitely going to be an interesting build. This is going to be fun. So let's see here. I'm going to have to first pop all these open. And then it's definitely going to be fun. Right. But you're going to see what I mean by I'm not using these. That goes flying. This right here is what I'm talking about. This would have been perfect. Me painting this red and whatnot. And making it look so good. That would have been perfect for the flames. This would have been in the ears. I would have figured out how to put this into those ears. Make it look nice. That's essentially how that would have gone. Alright, have fun, dude. Alright, set that over here. Have fun, Shy. Okay, I need G. This is B. And I see D and F. There we go. Right. Pull that out. Put this into here for right now. That way I don't lose anything. The image that... that's what I was thinking. It looked like something from a different suit from that series. That's definitely an interesting system. Okay, there's G. I need that. Most of that's going to be in the G section anyway. What I'm going to start with. Okay, I need G2, G1. As well as G7, which is what my hand's on right now. Honestly, considering that that's the back unit of that suit, that's awesome. Bloody scrud. Okay. That seems like a good suit to use for the back unit, but at the same time, I don't really know that much about some of them. But for that build, to also use that cape from an Astray. That's awesome. I don't have any water with me right now, so yeah. Okay. Clean these up. That definitely seems like a good suit to buy. But also, I would like to know how he did some of that stuff. Is it a straight build? Is it component parts? Back weapon. Yeah, that looked like some of the Mobius weaponry to me, too. That would definitely be more interesting. And there with the music. God's sakes. A full custom kit is definitely something of an interesting build design. I'm actually wondering how he did some of those things because that just looks too beautiful. I know he probably did there it is. The paint job's amazing. At the same time, it's also amazingly done with the components. Yeah, that's actually the cape that I was talking about. That was the rifle bit from No Name. That's the one I saw too. And considering that No Name's, that's probably the optional components too, from the way it looked. How he did it is actually what I would like to know because that's a very hard thing to do in my mind. Here we go. Now, if I'm reading this right. Oh, I was not supposed to do what I did. Oh well. That's the neck piece. Oh, am I supposed to? Yeah. Goes like that. And honestly, I wanted to use get the optional component of No Name to do something crazy. For a custom build, but never got a chance to grab it. And every time I think I can find it, it's nowhere around. I may end up having to ask for a bill for it to be sent to me. Okay. This way. I'm reading. Yeah, I'm reading this right. Goes like that. Did I put this on wrong? Alright. That's right. That's correct. But why is that not wanting to go in? Oh, that's why. Not fully in. There we go. I will be playing Star Wars Legos on Wednesday, which is not something I normally would do. Which is play a game on a Wednesday because I normally build on those days. But I just want to do something different this time around. Alright, that's good. Now, G and C. And I believe E is H. C is here. And here is that one. Okay, now what is 5, which is here? Okay. Knowing how the Astray units are, that one, No Name would be the one that I actually like the most. Even though red's my favorite color, No Name was just appropriate because it's so unusual. Here's 7 and 7's. Ah, here it is. 7, 8. 7 and 3. Okay. Why? That's just. Oh, I see now. This is the ball joint system. Okay. That's why this is different. Okay, now I understand. Now I understand why this one's so unusual to me. I'm doing the ball joint system into the build with segmented systems. Okay. There it is. There we go. Okay. Go. Whew. Right. All right. And that goes there. Goes here. This goes from underneath. So. And so it actually has movement. One of the good things about this suit system, from the Tri-Fighter series, you actually have a martial arts system that some of these things follow, where it actually needs to maneuver in a certain way. Oh. Hmm? Oh, that's right. Oh, that's right. Okay. That doesn't make sense from what I'm seeing on this. But that's just the way it looks to me. It doesn't look right, but whatever. Okay. This. That's one of the things about Gundam and Gunpla. You don't know what everyone can do and how they can build. Those that can build a crazy good stuff are very hard to find. And I mean that literally, they're hard to find. Considering that most of them would not like to go into tournaments, those build tournaments. And I really hope they actually do make the Build Fighter sort of a game system where you can actually customize your own gunpla and actually battle with them. That'd be an amazing event. Alright. I'll check it out when I can. And that would all. I could tell they use the Axia No Name's rifle for the deal. You already said about the back unit. But the rest of it, I'm not so sure what they used. But it was that's definitely a good suit to design. He took his time with building it. So there's a lot of care in it. Yeah. Actually a dark matter, yeah. That definitely is a good design. That's for dang certain. There it is. Alright. Did I put that up? Yeah, I did that, right? Wait a minute. Wait a minute. I did put that one. I did put that in wrong. I knew there was something wrong. Okay, so it went like this. Okay. I did see that wrong. Okay. There it is. That actually looks better, and that's actually moves right. Okay, so I did read that wrong. Even as a builder, you can make mistakes like that. Oh. Right. There. There we go. Whew. Alrighty then. Cramping in the worst way possible right now. Okay. Here. Now I need F2, which... There it is. I'll be doing a little paint job later on with this. Right now, I just want a straight building, and then I disassemble it to do the paint job. Alright, there we go. Okay. There we go. Okay. Now I need D, which is also in this. Here, which one is it? D4, which is this guy. Nope. Okay, there we go. Anything else, 13? Considering that there's probably some more of the build that you would probably like to talk about. Because honestly, if you do get it, more power to you. Okay, Marines, right? Goes this way. Okay. Be nice. There we go. Honestly, I would love to figure out how they built that because one, to build that in such a great, in such a way like that, to do that is just interesting. I'd love to figure out how to build like that. Hmm. Yeah, that does not go. considering that that suit would be definitely a on the not on the table, but on the in a case sort of a thing, it's definitely a good suit. Only done a few cases for some of my suits. One of which is actually the last gift I ever got from someone before their passing. I never built it until I had the case for it. And then I found problems with the suit. But luckily I had another suit to actually replace certain parts. And that just popped off. Why am I not surprised? Oh. Okay, now I see why. Pop that off. Spin this around. That back. That in there. There we go. And then I'm actually planning on sealing it up and figuring out how to put water into it. Make it look like an aquarium piece. But at the same time, it would ruin it. I've only had to do repairs on it a few times after I moved it. Still not fun to do. But I can understand why they don't have that grade anymore. Okay, here. Nope. Okay. Considering how many of these suits I've built, this is going to be the one that I've actually have only wanted to ever get it was for the parts. Now that I don't need the parts, I found it. It's very a weird feeling to do that. Go to a shop and then just to check to see if they have it, and they have it. After you needed it months ago. But I learned how to make flames with plastic bottles, plastic cups. So that was a good thing. But at the same time, a wasted effort too. Okay, let's see here. E1. Now where's E? I know I have E right here. This is A. That's G. Nope. There. This is C. That's I. That's 4EF. Where is? That's EF3. Ah, here's C. I had it right next to me. Okay. 1. Go. Okay, I did not expect that to break, but that's actually a good thing. I can do that. Because of how weird that is. Where? Oh, F's right here. Okay, good. Alright. Toss that into there. Go. Considering that some of these suits are actually quite good and quite massive, I'm actually trying to get one. It's not going to be a Gundam or a gunpla, but I want to get some Zoids, because honestly I want to try my hand with building them, because of the mechanical component to them. That would be so much fun to me. Figuring out how to blend Gundam with the Zoid. Should I make the Gundam a rider or should I make it a transformable suit? That's where I'm actually having a little mental issue. Okay, goes this way. Okay, and there we go. Okay, and this would be this one. Oh. There we go. That the correct way? Yep. There's my. Okay, that just. That's restriction, but that's actually necessary. So this doesn't go all the way open. That go. There we go. That's as max as that's gonna get. That's awesome. Alright, let me actually get, where is that? I did the black pin for a little detailing right here. So that actually gets the vent look. There we go. Okay, now I have to get the E's. Get E. And ball. There we go. Okay. Those are needed for the arms. And then this is gonna be fun. That goes. What I need. That's E3. Pardon me. And I had a crazy day, but at the same time, I can't say anything about it until a couple of months later. So that's something to wait for. I really want to go to cons, but I don't have the time like I want to. Goes in there. Now I need the ball. There it is. How to make a pattern for making cosplay course in community college as a certificate program. That might work, and that would be interesting because some people I know would actually like that. As a sort of, considering that would also open doors, because there have actually been cosplay costumes that, literally, I'm not joking, that are better than the movies and better than the actual TV series costumes with using less money. That in itself is something to actually be amazed by. And this is funny. I could have done it with this backpack, where the backpack units switched. For that. Sign in to see what happened. Make things happen. Is that on the Discord? There's certain things that I put on the Discord that's meant as a kind of a precaution for what happened on a certain thing. Oh, petition. Yeah. Thing you have sign in or in order to make things happen. Yeah, petition. I don't think crowdfunding. That's one thing I'm not sure about. But petitions, yeah. As a pattern. Honestly, I completely forgot what I said about a pattern. But they were able to make things. Oh, not a pattern. They made a costume that actually looked better than the TV series or the movies, but it was with such low grade stuff. Some people are like, oh, there's no way they can do that. No, it's how the person's creativity and customization would work. Let's see here. There was a Deadpool that someone actually made a better Deadpool costume that I know of, as well as heck, some people even make better Power Ranger costumes than what the Super Sentais had. But at the same time, they showed respect for them. Heck, one of the actual cosplay devices actually ended up in a show, in episodes. The entire Jason Davis Frank, Tommy, actually used the cosplay item someone crafted for him that's called the Morphe Master, and it became canon. Quite literally. Even the coins and everything became canon for it. And this guy made that suit, made that morpher. So that's awesome. The actual morpher someone gave Jason Davis Frank at a con made it into a Power Ranger episode. So if you want to eventually do that, hey, that would actually be the biggest indicator that some people could actually do. And actually was actually caught. Oh god. Oh, there's a dude that's tormenting Ryan Reynolds like that. And said he got his costume, but no, he crafted that costume. And he sounds exactly like Ryan Reynolds. I know who you're talking about, and that guy's funny. And it's hilarious that he's still pulling that off. Ah, here it is. That in itself is hilarious to me. Oh. Then there's other cosplays that I've seen that are even more amazing because I was streaming on the app, and one of the friends was actually crying when I had him talk to her. I hope those were tears of joy, not tears of, oh my god, I can't believe it's him! Because tears of joy would make a good thing, but tears of sadness and anxiety I can understand. The other one, not so much. But to make her day like that is an amazing event. We all should eventually do that. Yeah. if we could all end up creating those sort of happiness for other people, that would be amazing. But the world is not work the way as much as we would like it to. Eventually, everything's going to go back to not normal, but everything's going to come full circle. And everything's going to be back to not the way it was, but at least relatively normal to compare to what's going on right now. I truly believe this world's not going to the end. It's just in a new cycle of birth and recreation. Considering how many people have pulled some crazy stunts. Okay, now this is where I'm actually going to have to do. I'm going to need these two for this. For the eyes, I'm going to be doing this, and I'm going to show exactly how I do it. Considering I'm not going to use the stickers at all. Alright, got that down. There we go. Get this. Come on. There we go. Alright, now this is going to be something of a... that I'm going to be doing this. Because one, I am about to do something that I do on a constant basis. Okay, I'm going to need this. Yep. I don't normally use this. I use this. I use this marker more for when I'm going around the eyes. That's actually good. Hold on. Sorry about that. Someone asked me, my roommate was asking me something. Okay, now, this is where, you see how that looks? That's how that, oh. You see how that looks? That looks nice. Now, this is where this little trick I'm about to do comes into play. It's called the dab. I just dabbed a little. And I'm using the tip of this. Not using the full thing, just the tip. keep that. And there we go. There it is. All right. Oh, see how that looks now? That's just from the dabbing method. I don't do the whole marker thing, but with these, it's an entirely different pain in the butt. But that looks nice. Now, okay, gonna do this. All right, let's see here. B. Now this is gonna be gray. Now, where is that B? One position. Ah, here it is. Now, what I'm about to do with this is actually to make that what I want to do with it to make it look better. Because one, it's not always going to be that easy to do. Yep. Good. There we go. Alright, now that I got that. And there we go. There we go. Yeah, it's nice. Okay, let's see here. Okay. Next would be the rest of the head unit. Which I am still going to be using this for some of the rig components. Okay, that would be B. 14. And 16. Ow. Wins. Okay. Cut here. Here. There. That there. Do the same. Nope. Drop that down. Okay. Okay, there we go. Okay. Like that. There we go. Whew. Sorry about that. Okay. Nubs. Off. Oh. Now this is where this is going to be a problem. No. And I had to do the pour method on that, so that's why that was weird. There we go. Now I have to do the same method here. Go. This. And there we go. Now I'm gonna roll that in. See how that looks much better? That's the reason why I do those methods. Actually make that look like it's an actual head unit. And that actually looks like it's lit up inside there. The main reason for that method. To actually give those effects to it. Okay. Oh. Let's see here. F. Right here still. That's almost out. E. E. Okay. Now I need C11. And that's the last piece anyway of that. Here's 11. There we go. Saying that some of these suits are going to be custom that I plan on doing anyway. I eventually want to try and do a marine type suit, because that would be the biggest hurdle I would love to try. And I mean customize it directly from one base suit. Like if I could do a custom marine RX 78-2 suit or Gramps. I would love to do that. A suit like that would be so amazing to try and pull off. And there we go. Now where did I put it up? Yeah, I did. Okay. There we go. Ooh, my head's killing me right now. But that's from the barometric pressure that's going on at where I'm at. There we go. There we go. There. Now I'm going to show you the detailing that I did on the outside. I tend to take my time when I do detailing. And this is essentially what I'm doing. That way that actually has a nice detail. I'll leave it like that so you can see. That's essentially how crazy this suit would be. Now, for the waist. I want to be able to attach this before onto this stand for the end of stream. Because honestly, if I do have to just end stream, I want to at least have it up, so it's a little displayed. Alright, that's here. B2, B. Alright, and what is, here we go. I am going to eventually, actually, no, we're just going to do a straight build with this guy. Okay. Go. I can always just find another one and just do a custom modification alterations. I'd like to actually have a straight build of one build and do modification and alterations on another so I know what I'm doing. It allows me to learn how to build it, and that way I can actually do modifications and alterations. Once I get enough builds under my belt, I'm already over 200, or at least close to 200. I know I'm over 100. I could probably do some major customizations and kit bashings. There we go. Okay. Now I need B2. There it is. There we go. Oh man, my head's killing me. I'm probably gonna need to get some water later. This is gonna be the one of the few that I don't cut or alter the front skirt. There we go. Because this front skirt's just one piece and it's meant to be one piece. Okay. Like that. Where did I? Here it is. Go. Alright. And if you're enjoying this stream so far, please consider following and turn notifications to know when I go live. As well as if you're watching this on YouTube, please consider liking, subscribing, and commenting on the video. There we go. Okay. Okay, this is going to be interesting. Okay. I need the G. And I need the C. C's right here. Okay. So where is this one component? It is B12. Ah, here it is. Okay, there we go. There we go. Knowing how some of the suits that I've had to build in modifications, some I've actually had to learn how to do it. Some I actually just watched a tutorial. That was too deep of a cut. Still, that work. Right here goes Venus, right? This way. And then I do this one. Sorry. Go. There. I missed the chance to actually detail that. Can't do that there. Yeah, I see what's going on. Alright. Now I have to give it G. This. And I can actually put this on the legs. There we go. Alright. There we go. Just cleaning. Put this here. Here. And boom. That's good. Ball. Now this is where this is going to be fun. Okay, I need B. This component. Then I need that component. And then I need the D. less D component. Up. I will have to use gray and white. And I am going to have to use this. Alright. This. Okay. Oh, okay. See here. Remember, if I'm reading this right. Oh. Mm-hmm. Oh. Right. Goes here. This. Right. Doesn't matter which way this one goes. Right. Nope. Right. Okay. Now, work goes forward. Boom. Yep. I already can see this is going to be a funny one. This that can pop off relatively easy. One of the problems with these martial arts suits that, and there we go. All right. One of the good things about this skirt being able to be pulled back or forth is actually it works on the stand. All right. The way my head feels, I am not going to make it to 7. I'm going to have to call it here today. I will be able to do more of this on Friday. Because on Wednesday I'm going to be playing more of the Lego Star Wars Skywalker saga. I hope to have fun, and I may end up doing a random stream on Sunday this week, considering it's going to be a B day for me. I'll let y'all figure it out on your own. So, if you enjoyed this stream so far, please consider following and turn notifications. Let's see if there's anyone that we can go raid. Alright. And I will probably just raid MSC 3K if there's no one on. Ah, he's still on. Let's raid the handsome VTubing statue. And he's actually doing a Warhammer paint job. Alright. See you Friday on this, but see you Wednesday for the gaming. Ah, and he just ended stream. Well, that stinks. Oh well.